What's up, YouTube? My name is Shisha Zed, back in here again with another video for you guys. Men love Kevin Samuels. Man, I love those lives. 2 hours, I don't care, man. I'm watching that stuff. I'm watching every single episode. I'm going back to check. I'm watching his subscriber rate grow. That's how much of a Kevin Samuels fan I am. Why do men love Kevin Samuels? Well, the truth is, a lot of men had a lot of the conversations that Kevin Samuels has in private. I mean, you had a few YouTubers that have been talking about this stuff and really addressing these situations, right? On their own YouTube channels, you know. But a lot of men who don't create content like myself have had these conversations about women, you know, valuing education over their relationships, and then when they get to be ready for relationships, being too old, right? Women not respecting like blue-collared men because they are, statistically, black women are more educated than a lot of black men. Black women feeding into this feminist stereotypical BS that in return just really repels men, Attitudes that women have, right? Masculine energy that they carry that repels men, that keeps them from having relationships and keeps them from getting married. These are conversations that men had in closed circles together, but now Kevin decided we're gonna not only have this conversation on YouTube, but I'm also gonna broadcast it to over 200,000 people worldwide. My bad. He's almost at 400,000 subscribers, if I remember correctly, right now. Kevin is saying everything that men, quite frankly, were too afraid to say. You see, for the longest time, black men had been told they're broke, dusty, right? Always looked down upon. But we had some problems with black women. We had some problems with the black women in our community that we thought could be addressed. If we're going to have a healthy conversation, don't you think black men should have a say, right? Should say some of the things that they appreciate, right? Some of the changes they wish they had. No, black women didn't think. In fact, there's a black woman watching this right now who said, oh, I can't believe he had a problem with black women. I can't. That spirit of how dare a black man speak. And you really had us for a second there until Kevin spoke up. Now he's got me going. You know what I mean? If Kevin can say it, I can say it too. Kevin is out here doing the Lord's work, man. He's speaking the truth. A lot of what he says are a lot of what men spoke about together in close circles. But they were too afraid to say it to a woman's face. You know what I mean? And I mean almost everything he speaks about. I don't agree with every single thing Kevin speaks about, but I would say 99.9% of the advice he gives for women who are looking for marriage, long-term relationships with a black man, he's speaking from a very genuine place as a black man. This is besides the high value stuff. Now, if you're going into the high value, right, what he considers high value, then, you know, that too. But there's a lot of practical advice that Kevin gives that a lot of men felt but couldn't express, mainly because we didn't have platforms to express it. But now we have a man, a strong man, who's speaking out and telling the truth, and he's not sugarcoating it, and people are afraid. It's a terrible thing that people are afraid to see a strong black man speak. You see, if he was a black woman, right, saying black men need to pick up the slack, black men need to go back to school, black men need to stop listening to rap music, black women would be on that, supporting that. I'm not saying those things I just mentioned, by the way, I think are terrible. I love rap, you know what I mean? I'm just giving examples. But I want to say this. Now that we got a black man over here speaking out, speaking the truth, black men feel like they've got a voice out here. It's exciting to watch. That's why black men love Kevin. And I think all men can relate because all these women, not just including black women, have been indoctrinated with this feminist mindset and way of thinking. Sometimes he'll say something and I'll say, man, I can't believe he just said that. But, you know, how long will it be until they come after this man? You know what I mean? But one thing I've learned in life is in the end, truth comes out. Truth wins. Truth wins. Women are no longer drinking the feminist Kool-Aid, man. They're not doing it. They're not doing it anymore. They aren't falling for that same old, oh, women empowerment, we don't need no man, right, type of mentality, because they realize, like, you know what, I think I do. I think I do want a nice, strong black man by my side. Right now, we've got Kevin Samuels to thank for that. He's carrying the flag, right? He's getting the message the fastest to women and teaching them what men want. For the longest time, women ask the question, right? Why are we listening to men and what they want for us? Why can't we be the wives that we want to be, right? And it's so interesting, man. I've heard Kevin use this example so many times in one of his videos. If men are the end consumer of women, right? If they decide overall which woman they will pick to marry, then why wouldn't you want to find out what men are looking for in women? Man, I've realized I've been on Clubhouse, I've been on YouTube, I've talked to women in person, I do interviews with women on my YouTube channel, and till this day, my mind is blown that women think that relationships, right, dating, marriages, operate completely differently from any other part of reality. Let me take, for instance, that the man is the head of the home, or that there has to be a head, right? And I'm not somebody who thinks that in every situation, the man is going to be the head. Sometimes men won't step up to the plate and the women would take that alpha role. Should it be that way? I don't think so, but it is and it will be, and it's acceptable because some men just won't step up to that plate. It is what it is. Now, women have to pick up the slack. My point is, a woman will say, well, why can't we both be leaders, right? Why can't we both be alpha? And that blows my mind because if you look at any institution, right? Look at any company, business. Let's look at sports, right? You have a point guard. Then on top of a point guard, you have a coach. Looking at basketball, right? Football, you have a quarterback, right? And then there's a coach above that, right? You have a boss of the company or business you work with. You have executives, right? At the top level, then you have a CEO. You have a pilot in a plane and a co-pilot. Every single institution at every level has a head. But you think when it comes to relationships, these work differently. Nature itself gives us an example. But you think in relationships, we can both be partners. We can both be on top. Make it make sense, man. Women are no longer drinking this feminist Kool-Aid, which is why they're calling into Kevin Samuels, which is why red pill awareness is picking up faster than ever. This is a result of feminism, right? There had to be a solution, and now men have decided to speak up. I thank Kevin Samuels for taking that torch and running with it. Because it's not easy, and it's a dangerous one, especially for people in the Black community. I notice more and more that more women aren't drinking that feminist Kool-Aid, and I think it's phenomenal. I think it's phenomenal. How long will this last? I don't know. But I'll tell you, women are realizing it's gone too far. This feminist stuff has gone too far. I want a man. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And this generation of men who are accepting the role that mainstream society has pushed on him, right, to take the back seat as the man, now you're paying for it. You're whining, you're crying, you're not accepting your role as a man, as an alpha male. Get up. Be a man. Take a hold of your responsibility in your relationships, man. Say no to the Kool-Aid. Say no to the Kool-Aid. My name is Shisha Zed. Thank you guys for checking this video out. We'll talk soon. Later.